Is this on? Okay, after 4. 4!
Now look, I'm repeating myself again. The deeper we go into this list of 12 petitions,
the more silly your point becomes. Gotcha. But I think we were picking up on that on our own.
you will understand something about PC fans.
They are handsome and well endowed.
They just don't get the type of games we get.
The type of games that run at 30 frames a second? The type of games we have to pay twice to play online? The type of games that don't have anti-aliasing? Yeah, I don't think we have those games, you're right.
We just know this. It's an open platform. They don't have a dedicated company that's just supporting them. Just one company that's supporting their platform.
Yeah, all those free people. All those people with freedom. They're just not like us. I mean, look, us slaves on this plantation, picking cotton all day and getting raped and having our family split. Look, we've got someone to take care of us. We've got one master to take care of us. We've got one master who's dedicated to watching over us. Those free people out there, up north, man, they don't know what they're missing. I cannot imagine how horrible it must be for those guys. They have all these choices to make. What do I want to wear today? Where do I want to go get a job? What store do I want to buy what things at? Oh, man. But we have one master who's dedicated to making sure that we get exactly what he wants.
So it's up to all of the other developers to put games on their system. Third party, second party. You know, that's just how it is. They're not going to get these dynamic, just amazing exclusives that PlayStation has been getting over the past 8 or more years.
You know what? Despite the fact we won't be getting all those amazing exclusives, I think we'll be okay. You know, with the exclusives that we have that your PlayStation couldn't even possibly run. I think we'll be okay. All right? I think we'll be okay with our Star Citizens and Arma 3s, and the list goes on. I think we'll be all right. What's odd, though, is that just a moment ago you were saying it's good that one company controls everything that goes on to the console, and I have no idea why you would ever think that, but you think that, and you say that's a good thing. And then, right after I make my little slave reference thing, you say it's up to first and second party and third party and all. It's up to all sorts of people to put their games on the system. Question, does the PlayStation 4 not have games on it that are not exclusively made by Sony? Because I'm pretty certain not every game on the PlayStation is made by Sony. The difference is that without Sony's permission, it's not getting on the PlayStation, whereas the PC is open platform. And anybody can potentially get their game out there. Anybody can publish their game, be it on their own website, or through Steam, or through Origin, or G2A, or all those other places. So what you're saying is it's better that a lot of companies can make games for the system, but one company controls what games go on the system instead of everybody can make games for it and all of those games can compete against one another in the marketplace.
I'm talking about 8 or more years because this is a list built up of PS3 titles, Vita titles, and PS4 titles. Mostly PS4. It's this one's funny right here.
I think you said that about every one, and none of them have been very amusing.
By the way, Heavy Rain is coming to PS4 later this year. I believe it's only going to be $30, just like Beyond Two Souls. Can't wait, though. This one has 549 signatures.
Wow, another negligible number. I'm surprised that you would...
You know, there was a good amount of people that shitted all over Heavy Rain when it came out, talking about it being a movie game and all of this other dumb shit.
Your valid criticisms are dumb shit. Now shut up and give Sony money.
Oh, look at this one. Look at this one. This is where it gets. Look, if you think this is bad, watch the whole damn video. I want you guys to watch the whole video, okay? It's for your education.
The only educating parts of this video are the ones where I'm doing the talking.
You watch this whole video, you're going to come out a lot more smarter.
I don't think double superlatives are grammatically incorrect.
And you're going to be owning the shit out of PC fans before you can say Xbox One has no games.
Yeah, I suppose that's pretty solid reasoning. It's like 13 people wanted Gran Turismo to come to PC. Well, PlayStation 4, here I come. Frame rates for scrubs.
But look at that number. Look at that number. 2,711. Guess what?
One of the biggest, most popular games for the PlayStation, and it only has 2,000 signatures?
Out of 2,000 plus people, we don't know who the fuck signed that shit. It could have been some of the PC port beggars on YouTube. It could have been some of the PC port beggars that's on Facebook. It could have been the PC port beggars that's on Twitter. We don't know.
And why would it matter where they are from?
So PC fans, if you're planning on trolling any of us in the comment section of this video, we don't know that you didn't ask for any of these 12 games that I'm going over.
So I guess everything I say in these videos is invalid because you don't know if I didn't sign any of these 12 petitions. That doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense. If I want these games to come to PC, that doesn't change anything. If I don't want them to come to PC, that doesn't change anything. I mean, personally, I'd like to see all these games on PC. I mean, it can't hurt. More the merrier. Choices are good. We like options. That's why we play PC. But that doesn't invalidate anything.
Please don't say you don't.
I don't.
There's just too many games in this video
There are 12.
To claim that you weren't a part of any of these petitions.
Again, I didn't sign any of these petitions. We know from this old statistic from a year ago that there are 125 million active Steam users. So this means that if we are being extremely generous and going by this year-old number of over 125 million and just using 125 million Steam profiles, all you have to do is just take the numbers and add them up, and then you can see that of the 125 million active Steam profiles, and with 12 petitions with a combined total of 56,880 signatures, if you go through the whole video of his, that means that 0.004% of the Steam users have signed the petitions you show us here. I'm not saying that more than this amount of the Steam community would like for more console ports to come to PC. We would love that, I'm sure, but the examples you chose, these 12 games, right? And only really one of them at the end, Bloodborne, had any actual number to it. These do not prove any sort of point.
Please don't say you don't. There's just too many games in this video to claim that you weren't a part of any of these petitions. That would just make you look stupid.
I brought that up because you seem to be under the impression that if anyone comes into your video and comments with a pro-PC remark, that there is no way that we didn't sign these petitions. Again, it's a statistical anomaly if someone who comes to this video or even sees this video was one of the people who signed those petitions. A statistical anomaly. The chances of that happening are basically zero. And yet you seem convinced that there is no possible way for a PC gamer to have not signed these petitions. It would be weird if someone signed the petition and they came and saw this. Maybe you think that the pool of PC players is like 75,000 or 50,000 or something. Maybe you think the pool of PC players isn't how massively large that it really is. Maybe that's the issue here.
But at this time in this video, wouldn't it just be plain common sense to buy a PS4?
No, it would be the opposite of that. Why would you say it's common sense for us to buy a PS4 to buy 12 games? That's ridiculous. Plus, as far as I'm concerned, $350 is way overpriced for what I'm getting.
PS4 is only $350. It should be cheaper than the highest graphic card.
Yes. The PlayStation 4 is cheaper than the most advanced GPUs you could buy. That doesn't mean anything, though.
PS4 is only $350. It should be cheaper than the highest graphic card that's going to make your PC just shit all over on all consoles of all generations. Buy a PS4. It's $350. I mean, you guys been building your PCs for years and years. Some of you guys have invested over $2,000 in your PC.
Because some of us wanted to, because we had the option to, not because we had to. You can spend $1 million on a car. You can spend $1 million on a house. That doesn't mean there aren't cheaper options for those things.
Including games and fans and graphic chips and all of that other dumb shit, cases.
Let's call buying games dumb shit and illustrate to the audience how little I actually know about the PC in one fell swoop. I have not had to buy a fan in about 3 years. And they're like $10. They're super cheap, if you even have to buy them at all.
What is $350 to you guys?
An SKS, a GTX 1070, 1,400 rifle rounds, 35 $10 PC games, 3 coffees from Starbucks.
Let's continue. Oh, this one was funny.
Yes, we know they're all hilarious.
Attack on Titan. As you know, Attack on Titan is only on the PS Vita, PS3, and PS4. In Japan, it got an announcement that it is coming to the United States as well. I do not believe that that game is going to be going to any other platforms. As you can see, the Xbox One fans just hate Japan so much. They're so fucking racist.
Japan, that's not a race. That's a nationality, first off. Second off, I assume you mean they hate Asian people. And 3, I have no idea why you would say that. That makes no sense at all. I mean, they want a game based off of a Japanese anime to come to the Xbox so they can play it on their system, and that makes them racist against Japanese. Okay, whatever, man. Sure, it absolutely does. They're all racist. They racist.
Oh, this one was real funny.
I know, it was hilarious, just like all the others.
This one was funny because it has such a high number of supporters, but the petition is closed and it didn't work.
That is not a high number of supporters. That is a negligible amount.
3,000 people. Once again, we don't know exactly who signed this petition, so we don't know how many of those guys are port begging on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter.
Again, where does it matter if they signed it through Twitter or Facebook, or why does that matter? It doesn't. It doesn't matter. And besides, look at the title of this petition. Please consider releasing Persona 5 for PC. Talk about the most polite and calm and respectable way possible to ask for something. Please consider releasing Persona 5 for PC. And what does he call it? They're port beggars. Yeah, they're begging for ports. They said, please consider. They're begging.
Now this one is Infamous Second Son for PC. Only 104 supporters.
What do you know? Another negligible amount. That actually, again, that hurts your point when these numbers are so small.
This is one of the biggest petitions that the PC fans got together, and it fucking failed.
Listen to that angry triumph in this person's voice.
And it fucking failed.
You hear that? That irate jubilation?
And it fucking failed.
This person is happy. They are joyous. They feel triumphant and at the same time still angry. But they are happy that the biggest section of the gaming market was denied what is, by all accounts, a good game. If you are a fan of the PlayStation 4 and you're trying to make the case against PC, you have to grasp at the tiniest straws you possibly can. You have to do everything in your power to try and turn the tide of argument. And no matter how small the victory, oh, okay, we didn't get Bloodborne on PC. It's like, okay, we'll just play all the other games we have, you know? No matter how small trivial, how tiny the victory, you must be jubilant and you must be overjoyed and you must milk that victory as much as you possibly can, because there may not come another. And you must show your irate disdain for the PC as you express that joy.
Okay, almost got the 50,000 supporters, but the whole time they were doing this petition, the developers told them that this game was not going to any other platform. Yet, these guys still put their signatures down for this petition.
Well, duh. If they said Bloodborne was coming out next week, there'd be no reason to make a petition saying bring Bloodborne to PC. We made a petition saying bring Bloodborne to PC because it wasn't coming to PC.
Once again, see that is the biggest number of the petition that we have. Some of the other big ones, as you saw, we just went over Persona, and I think it was another one I couldn't remember. We really do have a lot of exclusives.
In comparison, no, you really don't.
These are just 12 exclusives, you know, through different time periods on different platforms. And it doesn't really matter what platform it is. If it's not on PC, they want it.
Of course we would. Why would we not want to have a larger game selection?
You know, they just don't understand PlayStation is not Xbox.
I'll admit you have that going for you. Let's go ahead and wrap this all up in part 3.